Hello, in this video I am going to explain problems on material science which comes under module 5 of engineering physics prescribed by VTU. Now let us take some examples. Now I am going to read out the example number 2 selected. The Fermi energy level in silver is 5.5 electron volts. Find the velocity of conduction electrons in silver. Calculate the Fermi velocity and the mean free path for the conduction electrons in silver given that its Fermi energy is 5.5 electron volts and the relaxation time for electrons is 3.83 into 10 to the power of minus 14 seconds. Now here the given data is Fermi energy EF is equal to 5.5 electron volts. So if you convert that into joules, we have to multiply that with charge on the electrons. That is equal to 5.5 into 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. And the relaxation time for electrons is denoted by symbol tau, that is equal to 3.97 into 10 to the power of minus 14 seconds. So here we have to find out the Fermi velocity Vf and the mean free path lambda. So if you look at the solution part, so we know that the expression for Fermi velocity is given by Vf is equal to square root of 2Ef by m. So substitute the value of Fermi energy and mass of the electron, that is equal to square root of 2 into 5.5 into 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 divided by 9.11 into 10 to the power of minus 31. So after simplification, the value of Vf is equal to 1.39 into 10 to the power of 6 meter per second. And the expression for lambda is given by lambda is equal to Vf into tau. Now substitute the value of the calculated Vf value and tau given. So lambda is equal to 1.39 into 10 to the power of 6 into 3.83 into 10 to the power of minus 14. After simplification, the value of lambda is equal to 5.518 into 10 to the power of minus 8 meter. Next, let us look at the example number 3. The Fermi level in silver is 5.5 electron volts at 0 Kelvin. Calculate the number of free electrons per unit volume and the probability of occupation for electrons with energy 5.6 electron volts in silver at the same temperature. So given 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. Now for silver, the Fermi energy is equal to 5.5 electron volts. So if you convert that into joules, we have to multiply that with charge on the electron. So the value is going to be 8.811 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. Now we have to find the free electron concentration, that is denoted by symbol N, and at temperature T is equal to 0 for E is equal to 5.6 electron volts, what is the value of F of E? So these were all the points that we have to find out here. Now the solution part, if you concentrate, we have equation for EF0, that is equal to h square by 8m into 3 by pi O to the power of 2 by 3 into n to the power of 2 by 3. Once we substitute all the values given, so we are going to get the value of the EF0 is equal to 5.85 into 10 to the power of minus 38 into 10 into n to the power of 2 by 3. So finally the value of n is equal to 5.84 into 10 to the power of 28 per meter cube. So this is the value of n. That is the number of free electrons per unit volume in silver is equal to 5.85 into 10 to the power of 28 per meter cube. Now the value of E is given as 5.6 electron volts and the value of EF is equal to 5.5 electron volts. So here E is greater than EF, not EF, but at t is equal to 0, the number of energy levels are occupied above EF. So f of E is equal to 0. Now let us take up the example number 5. Calculate the probability of an electron occupying an energy level 0.02 electron volts above the Fermi level at 200 Kelvin and 400 Kelvin. So here the given data states that E minus EF is equal to 0.02 electron volts. So if you convert that into joules, that is equal to 0.02 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. So here we have to find out what is the value of f of E at 200 Kelvin and the value of f of E at 400 Kelvin. So now let us take up the example, that is the data 200 Kelvin. So we know that f of E is equal to 1 by e to the power of E minus EF by kT plus 1. So this is the formula for calculating f of E. Now substitute the values given and take the value of T is equal to 200 Kelvin. So after simplification, we are going to get f of E is equal to 0.24 at 200 Kelvin. Next, if we take 400 Kelvin, after simplification, the value of f of E is equal to 0.36. So this is what the value of f of E at 400 Kelvin. Now let us take up the example number 6. Calculate the probabilities of an electron occupying an energy level, that is 0.02 electron volts above the Fermi level, and that in an energy level 0.02 electron volts below the Fermi level at 200 Kelvin. So this is the problem given. So solution is, for the case of electron occupying the energy level 0.02 electron volt above Fermi level, that is EF, at 200 Kelvin. So the answer is found to be f of E is equal to 0.24. Now the case of electron occupying the energy level 0.02 electron below Fermi level, that is at 200 Kelvin. So here delta E is equal to EF minus E, that is equal to 0.02 electron volts. So the expression for Fermi energy f of E is equal to 1 by e to the power of E minus EF by kT plus 1. So substitutes the given values. So finally the value of f of E is calculated as 0.76. So this is what the data that we are calculated. Next, let us take up the example number 10. Find the temperature at which there is 1% probability that a state with an energy 0.5 electron volts above Fermi energy is occupied. Given data, probability f of E is equal to 1%, that is taken as 0.01, and above Fermi, that is Fermi energy above, that is E minus EF is equal to 0.5 electron volts, that is equal to 0.5 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules. So to find the temperature at which the above data holds good, so what is the value of T, that we have to calculate now. So solution is, we have the equation for the probability of occupation that a given energy state is occupied as f of E is equal to 1 by e to the power of E minus EF by kT plus 1. So substitute all the parameters in the equation. So we are going to calculate the value of T is equal to 1261.1 Kelvin. So this is what the solution that we are going to obtain at the end after substituting all the parameters in the equation. Thank you.